We got some bad news for the Houston Texans. We will explain what is in store for Houston on Saturday in the AFC Divisional Round matchup featuring your Kansas City Chiefs. All that and more coming up on this edition of the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. Now, before we explain what exactly the bad news is, folks, Jeremy Chuggs over at our Texans channel, Texans Today, he was saying that if they got 1,000 likes on their video today, that would guarantee victory for the Texans. So I want to one-up him a little bit. We need to make sure we do our part and hold our end up of the bargain. Let's get 1,500 likes on today's video and show them who's boss and make sure we're doing our part to get that Chiefs victory in the divisional round. You want to beat the Texans? Like the video. Don't jinx it. Do your part. And we'll get started with today's show. I got 4 reasons why the Chiefs will not only beat the Houston Texans, but also why they will dominate in Saturday's matchup. And let's get started right away with the rest factor. And I know some people are worried about, is this team going to be rusty with having 25 days between games from when they last took the football field on Christmas Day, the starters, that is, when they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. And what I must remind you all, this isn't college football like where we saw the teams that had first-round byes all lose. The Chiefs have been there and done that before. As recently as their title quest in 2022, when they had a first-round bye, that Super Bowl where they beat the Philadelphia Eagles that year, yeah, they weren't rusty at all. They scored on their first 3 drives in that divisional round game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And on top of that, they allowed just 5.1 yards per play in the first half of their divisional round game against Jacksonville there. So history tells us that they know how to deal with these circumstances before in the past. And you look at what they did in that playoff run. They beat Jacksonville, they beat Cincinnati, and they beat the Philadelphia Eagles. The rest, players got healthy. They got the chance to kind of relax a little bit, and then they went on a great run to win the Super Bowl. So this whole idea that this team is going to be rusty and all that, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, they know what they're doing. They've been through this circumstance before. I think that they're going to use the rest, the time off, to their advantage, unlike what we've seen other teams in these same circumstances do. I don't think that's going to be an issue at all. I think it's actually going to be quite helpful for Kansas City to have that time off. Are you worried about beating the Houston Texans? I'm honestly not worried at all. Are you worried? Weigh in our pinned comment today. Let us know. Type Y for yes, in for no. Weigh in and let us know what you think. Today's show is sponsored by GameTime. GameTime is the place to go for the best seats, the lowest prices guaranteed. Whether you're looking for tickets to sporting events, concerts, theater productions, comedy shows, and more, GameTime's got you covered. GameTime has a new feature called GameTime Picks that makes getting tickets for events even easier. GameTime Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets to find the best value. They have their super deals. If you see a super deal, that is a deal you do not want to pass up on. They have their seat views and get the visual, see what your seat is like. You can customize your spot as well. And if you're looking for tickets to the playoff game against the Texans, they got those for you. Maybe you decide on a whim, you're somebody like me that is a procrastinator, waits the last moment. Well, guess what, folks? The tickets, the prices go down the closer it gets to when the event actually starts. Download the GameTime app, create an account, use code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Download GameTime today. Last-minute tickets, lowest prices guaranteed. The link is in the comments and the description of today's video. Number 2 on why the Texans are in bad shape. The Chiefs' defense is clicking on all cylinders right now. The final stretch of the season, the last 3 weeks that we saw the starters with the win against the Browns when they had 6 turnovers, the win against the Texans, and then the game where they just put a shellacking on the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Kansas City Chiefs defense in the last few weeks has just really come to life. Between weeks 15 and 17, the Chiefs defense allowed a touchdown on only 2 of 7 of their opponent's red zone drives. And did I mention they won all 3 games, including beating the Houston Texans? This team has done a really good job of turning things up, taking things to another level, and it's helped getting guys healthy, like Charles Omenihu, for example. Might have Jalen Watson potentially involved as well. We'll have more on that throughout the week here, but this defense is getting hot at the right time, and George Karlaftis has started to play better as well. You look at the numbers, the Chiefs' defense hasn't been bad this year. They've been very good, but the numbers for the season do not reflect how good they've been as of late. 4th in the NFL in opponents' points per game, 8th in opponents' yards per game, 10th in fourth down conversion rate, 8th in red zone scoring offense, 5th in opponents' touchdowns per game. Watch out. This is a championship caliber defense. Spags is going to have these guys ready to go. We are covering the Kansas City Chiefs like no one else is here on the Chiefs Report. We're going to be live for every single playoff game. We're going to bring you our live shows as we do each and every Tuesday afternoon here on the channel, in addition to our daily news and rumors, breaking news, Q&A mailbags, all right here on the Chiefs Report. If you're a diehard Chiefs fan, you got to be subscribed and join us throughout the entire journey of this playoffs right here on the Kansas City Chiefs Report. Subscribe now for free, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Number 3 on our bad news for the Houston Texans, Patrick Mahomes, folks. He is dialed in right now. He is playing on a whole nother level compared to what he was at the beginning of the season. With all the receivers that were banged up, we saw Mahomes pressing, trying to do a bit too much, turning the football over, but he has played much better in the second half of the season. And we say all that to say that he had a better year than what he did last year, according to the QB Plus metric grade. Listen to this. Mahomes' grade last year was an 81.5 for the season. This year in 2024, his grade is an 84.8. So you think about the Chiefs with Mahomes last year. Obviously, they won the Super Bowl. And he's playing even better than what he did last year, and he's got more options to throw to. That's pretty good, if I'd say so myself. That tells me that they're in a pretty decent spot with number 15. And you look at what Patrick's done this year, 26 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. I think we can all agree it hasn't been his best season by any means, but he has played better as of late, and he's been there, done that before. There's not a quarterback I rather have in the National Football League, especially in the postseason, than number 15 himself. I think Patrick Mahomes is going to be ready. He's going to embrace this moment, and he's going to be locked in and perform at an extremely high level in this postseason. What's your confidence level in Patrick Mahomes? Scale it for me 1 through 10. I'm a 10. How could I doubt Patty? What do you guys think? Scale it for me what your confidence level is in the Chiefs quarterback in the comments. Last on our list, DeAndre Hopkins. He is out for revenge, folks. He is facing his former team. He did not leave on the best of terms with the Houston Texans. And now he gets to face them in the postseason with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think we all remember many years ago when he was on the opposite side for Houston when they blew that big lead and the Chiefs ended up winning that divisional round game, coming back from being down, 28-3. He was on the opposite end of that. Now this game means a little more. And he's got something to prove, actually, within this own Chiefs team as he is battling for playing time, for snaps, for targets with Hollywood Brown, who's looked very good in the 2 games that he's played this season. What we've seen from D-Hop, he's maxed out at about 63.1% of his snap share with Kansas City this year. Compared to Hollywood Brown, in the 2 games since coming back from injury, he has already seen a heavy amount. He has been targeted on 44.1% of his routes. So if you're DeAndre Hopkins here, not only are you looking to do your part to win this game and get a Super Bowl ring, you're looking to make a statement that you deserve to be on the field and that you should be getting those targets instead of Hollywood Brown. It's a little competition within the receiving room, but obviously they both have the same intentions in mind. Both of them have the same common goal. They want to work together to get this Super Bowl victory. But I think that you're going to see DeAndre Hopkins play with a little bit more fire, that he wants to be out there and doesn't want to be forgotten about just because Hollywood Brown is out there. You look at the numbers here between these two. D-Hop this season, 610 yards, 5 touchdowns. Marquise Brown in 2 games, already with 9 catches, 91 yards, 15 targets. I think Kansas City's going to get the most out of both of them in this postseason, but I'm looking for D-Hop to potentially step up and be a difference maker. One final note before we go. We at the Chiefs Report would like to give a big congratulations to Patrick and Brittany Mahomes as they have officially welcomed their third child. Golden Ray is the newest member of the Chiefs Kingdom. Here is the picture posted by Brittany and Patrick earlier today. Perfect timing as this happens during the bye week. And now we don't have to worry about that in the postseason here. But nonetheless, big congratulations to the Mahomes family. Certainly happy for Patrick and Brittany. A big congratulations to them. Show some love in the comments. Spam Golden. What a name. A golden child for the Mahomes family. Spam Golden in the comments section. Show them some love. A big welcome to the Chiefs Kingdom, to Golden Ray. And a congratulations from us here at the Chiefs Report. Appreciate y'all joining us. We'll see you next time.